Hi, this is Kamera again. My first few minutes with God, day 47, Leviticus chapter 11 through 13. God tells Moses and Aaron to give instructions to the people of Israel on what is permissible to eat and what is not. And he says that they may eat any animal that have completely split the hooves and whose choose the cud. The hooves, the hooves are split. The cud is basically that food that is regurgitated and rechewed again, redigested. So yeah, if the animal does both have the split hooves and they chew the cud, then they are okay to eat. They may not eat anything that is one or the other. They have to be both. As far as the marine animals, it has to have both the fins and the scales. They can't have fins and not scales, or scales and not fin. They have to have both. As far as the birds are concerned, there are detestable birds. Do not eat every bird. Do not eat certain vultures. They mentioned certain vultures. Do not eat falcons, hawks, owls, storks, bats. Insects are detestable. Winged animals that walk the ground are detestable. It says here, except when it's talking about insects here. The permissible ones are the locusts, the crickets, and the grasshoppers. So you can have grasshoppers, crickets, and locusts. And anything that scurries on the ground, any small animals that scurry on the ground, like rats, large lizards of all kind, cannot eat those. Also, or may not eat those things. If they die and their carcass touch you, even unclean animals, if they touch you, then everything around you, whatever they touch, becomes unclean. So if they touch a cloth or wood or containers, if they fall into food, you need to get rid of that food, that drink. If it touches a clothing or what have you, you can clean those type things. If it falls into a spring like a lake or a stream or a river, you can still drink from that river. The Lord says you must make yourself ceremonially, must not make yourself ceremonially unclean because of those things. He says, I am holy. Therefore, you must consecrate yourself and be holy. I am the Lord your God. He says, by these instructions here, you will know what is clean and unclean, what animals may be eaten and what may not be eaten. And it talks about the purification and the ceremonially unclean woman after childbirth. And you'll see here that there's a difference between the boy and the girl. She is ceremonially unclean after 7 days after having a boy, and then 2 weeks after a girl. So she's okay after 7 days for a boy, 2 weeks for a girl. And there is a purification process, 33 days of purification process for a boy, 66 days for a girl. Then they talk about, once that purification time is over, then she has to take the kid to the priest with an offering, so forth. So, and then there's the skin and skin disease that the priests, they have a big job. They have to examine people's skin. If there's a rash or discoloration or swelling, there's this quarantine process, examination process. It's a long time. Long process. If they touch anything that thing becomes unclean, it to be washed. They talk about mildew, contamination, if it can be clean, and so forth, burning and quarantine and examination, all this stuff. Priest has a big job. But guys, this seems to be a lot read, but I thank God for Jesus Christ. We don't have to go through all of this stuff, but it does teaches us. We still follow a lot of these rules when it comes to eating and cleaning and that type of thing. There you go, guys. Day 47, Leviticus chapter 11 through 13. You have a God-filled, blessed day.